I'm going to show you how to make this Minecraft 1.17 update starter home using all the new blocks and some of the new mobs to make it look fantastic in a cave that makes it look like the 1.17 part 2 update is already out. Don't you go anywhere. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode from me, Avomance. Today we're going to make a Minecraft 1.17 starter house using the Minecraft 1.17 new blocks. However, we're not going to do it just lobbing a house down in the new blocks. We're going to be pretending that the new Caves and Cliffs update is completely released. We've got caves, we've got cliffs. So I think we need to make this starter house underground. We're going to make the cave look like a cross between a Lush Cave and a Dripstone Cave and a goodness only knows what else cave. And we're going to put our starter house right inside in this fantastic seed. I am then going to offer you this world on a world download. This seed is brilliant. Look, this is where you pop out. How cool is this? Really, really like it. You can have this seed to make your survival world as much as you like with the house that I have made you. So let's crack on. I've already found the cave and it is right down there at the bottom of the ocean. Let's get ourselves down there now. When you come through the trapdoor at the bottom of the sea, you come into this cave system here that I've lit up for you. I'm going to make this a little bit prettier before I pass the world on to you. At the end of this cave system, I've found a really great cave that we can use that is perfect for our transformation. And this is it. I think we've got some work to do. First up, just a little bit of terraforming. I'm just going to place some torches down so we can actually see what we're doing and it comes out on the video, which is always a positive. And then I'm just going to start to dig out a very little bit of this cave. It's mostly already formed for me, but I'm just going to flatten out this earth a little bit, I think. Maybe dig out the walls ever so slightly more. But all in all, I think we're going to use the cave more or less as it's presented to us. So let's just fill in these holes and get that done. I think that is much better. I've made the canvas much more smooth, taken out the diorite and all the ores. I will put some of that back in just to decorate it in a little while. Probably not the diorite, to be fair. But first off, I want to get the main focal point of this cave in, the house. So let's plan that out. This house has a very simple 7x7 footprint. Now I'm going to be using quite a lot of Minecraft 1.17 update blocks, things like the deep slate variants, also some coppers and things like that. But I do want to keep some of my traditional blocks in there as well. So I'm going to use some wood just to pop in a floor. So all I'm going to do is just take out this 5x5 square right in the middle of the deep slate that I've marked out here. And I'm going to use my stripped oak wood, all going in the same direction, for now at least, in my 5x5, and then I'm going to pop some of them, that one's already there, in a different direction just to give a little bit of texture on that. And I'm going to get some oak planks and I'm going to pop some oak planks in just to make it look a little bit more interesting like that. I think that's quite a nice texture for a floor. I'm then going to take out that block right there and I'm going to pop in one stripped oak because that is going to be our door. Then what I'm going to do, using deep slate brick, I'm going to come around a complete row up to 4 high on this wall. I'm not going to make any gaps on it just yet. We're going to put the gaps in just a minute. I just want to get a 4 high wall all the way around this house. I'm then going to get some polished deep slate and I'm going to randomly put it in anywhere in the first 2 rows of this house. I'm not going to go to the 3rd row, just the first 2 rows. Kind of very randomly though. It doesn't really matter where we put in it as long as it ends up in the first 2 rows. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some deep slate and I'm going to put it in just to the 3rd row, not in the 2nd or the 1st row like this. And that gives us a bit of a gradient up the building. Now it might be that we dig some of this out as a result of windows and things like that, but in reality it doesn't really matter because we're looking for just a kind of randomized sort of feel. And then just to finish it off, over the door on the 3rd one up, we're putting some upside down deep slate steps and a block over the top. So we've got the box of our house. I'm then getting some cobbled deep slate steps and we're going to come into each corner and we're going to place kind of feet on the house, I guess, putting it like that. So as every corner has got just a little bit more depth as a result. And we're then going to do exactly the same on the top corner, making sure these ones are upside down and they can act as a support for the roof that we're about to put on. We've got the box of the house now. Pop a spruce slab on the corners there and then get some spruce steps and place a spruce step there, one upside down and then one in front and one upside down, And then exactly on this side, you may have to remove some wall depending on the shape of your cave. There, there, and then again upside down. We need some spruce planks. Place a spruce plank on top there. Get more steps. Place a step there, a step there, a step upside down right there. A spruce log on top, and you can see we're right at the very top of our cave, and that can go there. I'm going to need to take out just a little bit of that cave roof to give us some space, but that's absolutely fine. Now repeat that on the other side, and also flow this spruce along the outer edge like that. So it should look something like that. I've taken out a little bit more of the cave because it needs to be a bit taller. You can see we need a space for the house itself. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blocks. So you need a good 12 blocks clearance from the base of your house to be able to fit the whole thing in. But remember, the Caves and Cliffs update are going to have massive caves, so we've got to have at least a decent sized one. Now we're going to build up the roof using bricks and also waxed exposed copper. We've got different formats of it. So for example, I'm going to put a waxed exposed copper there. I'm going to pop one there. I'm going to put a brick there. And I'm going to put another waxed exposed copper there. We're using waxed so as we keep this little green tinge that we've got on it. I'm then going to use some waxed exposed copper and some bricks in the stair format in kind of like this fairly random pattern. I'm just kind of making it up, the pattern, as we go along, and I'm just going to change it up. We're going to keep that going a little bit like that. Perhaps that'll go there, and then we'll have that one there and that one there. I'm also going to bring in the odd block like this and that brick block there, so you can see we're getting a bit more texture on the roof as well. And I'm just going to continue to build that texture up using just these different types of blocks, and you should end up with something that looks a little bit like that. Those block palettes work really, really well together. I really like the way that affects the roof. I'm then going to take some stone variants. I'm going to build up a chimney. So we're going to use this stone here, and I'm going to kind of build a square up like this, but we don't want it to be a square for too long. So I'm going to use some steps as well, just to bring it in slightly, bring it in towards that wall. And then what we can do is we can bring that up ever so slightly across again. Take that out like that. That can come up there. I can then put a campfire on top of here like that. That I know will generate lots of smoke. We'll worry about where the smoke goes in a moment. We're going to put these trapdoors like that, and then we can get another wooden step just on top like that, and that forms a nice chimney area. Now I'm just looking at this. I think that we're going to need to bring that back out again because that's not quite working. So let's pop that like that, and then we can change up the stone variants using some andesite and perhaps some plain stone as well, just to make that chimney a little bit more interesting. I'm pretty happy with the way that looks. We might detail it up just a little bit more. I've put a tiny little flue into the ceiling, increase the ceiling height yet again, just a little bit to allow that smoke to escape. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to finish off the end of this gable with pure bricks. We're not doing this with any kind of mixture, we're just going straight in with this deep slate brick, creating that triangle, and then right in the middle there, we're going to knock out a hole, and we're going to do the same on this side, knock out a hole. Here, we're going to take out a 2 wide hole. To the side, we're going to put a hole there. To this side, we're going to put a hole there and a hole there. And to this side, we're going to put a hole slightly to the side, so it's opposite that window. We're then just going to put some glass in, and that will act as the windows, even though there's an awful lot of view coming out this way and this way. Although we could dig out and make it a little bit more interesting. This all depends on the cave that you select when you build this, or if you decide to terraform this even more down low in the world. And that's what it looks like once you get the windows in. Now we're going to just create a little bit of decoration on here. We're going to bring in these spruce trapdoors, just create a coverage over there. We're going to have an upside down step right there. We're going to have an upside down step there and spruce doors to the side like that to act as shutters. We're going to come around the back. I'm again going to put some spruce doors all the way along that separation there, just to create an up and down area. Pop that right like that, and then come to the side, Pop those two there. Create some more doors right there to do the slats. And I think that is a decent start for the decoration. I'm then going to get some dark oak buttons because I like the way it contrasts against that deep slate. Put them on the bottom, just above the steps at the bottom, to create a kind of pinned look like that. So we're making some progress. I'm then going to get a spruce fence. I'm going to place the spruce fence right in there. I'm going to put a lantern on the fence. I'm going to come around the other side, place a spruce fence in exactly the same position there, a lantern on the underside, and then wherever I have got a windowsill, I'm going to come and put a lantern on that too. That's going to give some light inside, but more importantly, it's going to light up the outside as well. We're now going to venture inside and see if we can't make that look a little bit decent. The first thing I'm going to do is extend this chimney down a little so as it works on the inside as well as the outside. I want a 3 brick gap, so that's like that. I'm going to put stone brick stairs there and there. I'm going to take out that right there, and I'm going to pop in a campfire on the top. I'm then going to get a smoker. I'm going to place a smoker there, and it makes it look as if the smoke is coming out the top of the smoker. I really like the effect that gives me. I'm then going to grab some other tools, things like a blast furnace. We're going to pop there. We're going to put a bed down, put the bed opposite there like that, and I'm just going to put in some other bits and pieces as well. The first thing I'm going to do is place shelving in all the way along the top of that, and then in those 2 spots there, I'm then going to put a double chest into that. I'm going to put a double chest there, a double chest there, and a single chest in the middle, so we've got plenty of storage. I'm also going to place those there so we've got loads of storage. I'm going to pop out that block. I'm going to pop out that block. I'm going to put a barrel going in there. I'm also going to put a barrel going in there. I'm going to take out the 2 blocks underneath the bed and put 2 barrels there also. I'm then going to grab my spruce stairs. I'm going to place spruce stairs over the top of that, spruce stairs over the top of that, and spruce stairs right there also. I'm going to get a crafting table. I'm going to place a crafting table there, an armor stand on top. I'm just going to put an iron chest plate on it for now. I'm not going to put anything else because I don't think I need to. Got a furnace in there. I'm also going to get myself another barrel, and that barrel is going to go right up on the side there. I'm going to get myself some oak leaves just to bring in a little colour, and I think I'm going to get myself the barrel as the stand for my oak leaf that way up. So again, that gives us a little bit more storage with the barrel as well, which is always nice. I'm then going to get my grindstone. I'm going to put my grindstone 1 level up there so we can access everything really nicely. The stone cutter can go on the top of that, so we've got all of the tools that we really need there. I'm going to put a little bit more green in there just to make that interesting. We can access our bed still, and then I'm going to get some white carpet. I'm going to give myself a square of white carpet right in the middle just to finish it off. I think that looks cool. I'm then going to get a lantern. I'm going to place a lantern in that little cubby hole there, into that little cubby hole there as well, and I'm going to hang one from each of the corners like that. We've not got a corner there to hang it in because of the chimney, so we're going to be slightly off center and pop one there. We can also place a lantern there, a lantern there, and a lantern there. We've got loads of light in this place. The only thing we need to do inside here is place the door right behind me, and the inside's finished. Almost forgot my cartography table. That's going to have to go exactly where that green was. Sorry, bushes. We're now just going to finish off the outside with a little bit of decoration. We'll put a compost at each side of that, make that a fairly formal looking affair. Then we can get some bushing just around, just to make it look a little bit nicer. A little bit of space there for some bush. And I think from a house's perspective, we're pretty much done on that one. We do, however, need to do a lot all the way around it. Now, how you decorate the outside of your cave is entirely down to you. I'm doing it like this. And I'm really pleased with the way that this green and grey go together around all of this deep slate house. The little pool that we've got here with the axolotls floating around in it, I've lit that up with some sea pickles, 2 tiers, not too much light, just enough. They seem to be loving it. We've got glowberries giving some extra light all the way around the rest of the cave. We've got some ores, just a little hint of ores, specifically copper and coal with that new texture, looking fabulous. Little roots come in, those hanging roots. We've got the spore blossoms at the top. We've got dripstone coming from the top. It's a real mixture of the different cave variants that we've got in the Minecraft 1.17 update. I've hinted at farmland, but not too much because we don't want to overpower it, and things don't really grow underground the way they do over the top. We've got a pathway coming from the outside, and I think this has really come out rather well. I'm very, very pleased with it. All of that moss, the moss carpet and the bushes, finishing that off beautifully. I am really pleased with the way this one came out. It looks really fantastic, and actually you would be forgiven for thinking that the Minecraft 1.17 Part 2 update was out, if a little bit mixed up. But you can come and get this. This is only available on a Java download, I'm afraid. Bedrock is not converting properly with all the 1.17 blocks at the moment. Hopefully that will happen in the future. So Java download only, but do go to avomance.com, that is avomance.com, for this free download, and you can come and play on this seed, which is fantastic. Like, it's a really, really good seed. Come and play on it and use this as your starter base before you've even mined out a single block. If you have enjoyed this video, please do remember to slap that like button. It'd be great to know you're enjoying them, and I will keep on making them. Also, if you've not done it already, please do hit that subscribe button. It'd be great to see you in my sub club, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.